Aquarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Welcome guys, my name is Michelle. This is a tarot card reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It is an energy reading. So please take what I describe and apply it where it resonates and how it resonates in your life. And feel free to leave the comments below because I absolutely love to know. Even if I can't respond, I enjoy reading your comments. If you want to share, if you want the full astrology breakdown for this week specifically, because this tarot reading is a timeless reading. It'll come to you when it's supposed to. But if you want to know the astrology and what's happening on this day at this time when I upload this video, go to Astrology Motivation, my second YouTube channel, where I do weekly astrology forecasts for all 12 zodiac signs. Let's dig into this juicy piece of juiciness. We have a nudity here, and then we have sailing. So seeing these cards together, freedom. I mean, seeing just that card by itself is freedom. Because basically it's like I can be vulnerable. I'm letting myself be vulnerable. I'm opening up. And it could be that you're opening up to kind of adventure or to foreign, something that's foreign to you. And you know that you're going someplace that you're a little bit more vulnerable. Maybe you don't know everything about the situation. But this does have a very optimistic vibe to it, a sense of free to go, free to travel, maybe finally free to make progress in my life. It does not have to be literal traveling. It just means to make progress, to open yourself up to adventure, to want to explore new things and lay yourself bare. Be willing to lay yourself bare and just put yourself out there. Now, some of you, it could very well be an actual traveling, an actual tour where, because nudity is here, you would feel like somehow you are on display or being very seen, very public somehow. But it does also feel like, you know what, I'm down for it. I'm opening myself up to this new adventure. So let's see, Aquarius, what new adventure are you opening yourself up to, or what kind of freedom have you won in your life? Aquarius, please. So there's a lot of virility here, an intensity when it comes to sexual desire, and also creativity. So there is disappointment here, something that you felt very strongly about, very passionately about, but there's also heartbreak. One is somehow associated with the other, though it doesn't have to be a disappointment about what you were creating. It could just mean that you feel empty or without, that maybe professional accomplishments or progress don't really match the feeling of disconnect or heartbreak that you're feeling. There is maybe some sort of disappointment when it comes to how much money you're making or how much money somebody thinks you're worth, or sort of differences in creativity that are causing financial stress or circumstances to arise. There could also be blatantly heartache with regards to Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries in your life. Could be a disappointment, or they're starting to be disappointed or feel disappointment somehow for some reason. I don't know why. Let's keep going. Somebody breaking up with somebody or feeling left behind, feeling disconnected, feeling this is a feeling of being like somebody feels really, it's almost like it's like somebody feels really free and really open and feels like really free and really open and really liberated, and the other feels rejected, discarded, left behind, and maybe even in some ways isolated or neglected. It could also mean that wherever you're going and wherever you're traveling is taking a lot out of you. And it is feeling more like a hardship right now, or feeling like people are not understanding you, all this energy together kind of feels like stranger in a strange land. So let's continue. Everything is coming at you all at once. So there's a lot of opportunities or a lot of doors that are opening up, but for some reason you're just not emotionally vibing right now. I understand why you would maybe be doing this, but ultimately it doesn't feel like, or maybe you feel like you don't have any choice, like you have to get yourself out there and connect and take these new opportunities, but somehow there is a sense of isolation and loneliness here. Feeling disconnected. It once again, it's that dichotomy. In one area of your life, you're coasting forward and pushing forward, and maybe externally everything seems to look good, but underneath there's this aura of disconnect or isolation, and in some ways sadness that's kind of hitting you all of a sudden. Especially, I would say, if you find yourself having to go away from family and friends this week, it will be particularly tough for you for some reason. It's just the quality of the week, this nostalgia that's happening. Let me say this. I just saw this. If you are, this could be an ex coming back, like somebody who like you were finally free of and finally happy to be away from, and now all of a sudden it seems like they want back in, they want knocking at the door, or they just can't stop they just can't stop connecting with you or wanting to reach out to you. So this could also be the fact that because you are at a high point in your life, somebody that done did you dirty now wants to come back in. Does that have to be a romantic? No, it could be a boss that treated you like shit. Now all of a sudden you're getting all these awards and they're like, oh, we'd really love it if you came back. Oh, what's going on with your career? My career is going great. You see that it's going great and click. But that's the kind of energy. There's a sense of when things are going really well and you're happy and you're free, there's this, sludge that wants to creep back out, even though they done did yo dirty. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that could be as well. So watch out for that energy, Aquarius. I think you'll know it, but don't get sucked in by it. Ah, yes, God seconds that. I have the Ace of Swords in front of me. It's also a sense of validation. A sense of now that you're doing so well, you are now vindicated and validated by the fact that this person who treated you, or this organization, it could be too, that treated you like such crap, now all of a sudden is knocking on your door and saying, come on, knock at my door. It's like, hey, we want you back. So this implies that, yes, I hit the nail on the head, but also it implies that now there's clarity. So wherever you felt diminished, wherever you felt kicked out or rejected, however you felt like you were discarded and treated poorly, there is now almost like validation that is coming through for you. That, hey, it really wasn't about you being bad or wrong or anything. It was, you're actually awesome. It was actually them being an asshole. So this could very well be personal or professional. Either way, there is an opportunity for vindication this week. You don't have to push for it. You shouldn't push for it. I think all you should be focused on is forward, like whatever you're into or whatever you're busy with now. The Hierophant is here, so it either could be from a Taurus. I think it's actually not a Taurus. I think it's a fire sign. But it could be from marriage or something to do with marriage, or it could have something to do with finances, or I think it means it's going to firm up it's going to solidify your value. It's going to clarify your value, or you could find money that was hidden from you or taken from you or stolen from you. It could all of a sudden come back and now be recognized as yours or acknowledged as yours. Something coming through in that way, because we have the Lovers here. we have the Three of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands. So it is definitely a sense of people are celebrating you and they're happy that you came or visited where you are. There's also a sense of being able to move forward, or people are going to love you wherever you're going. That Two of Wands suggests that you are trying something new, you are moving in a new direction, you're curious about it, you should absolutely do it. You could be actually traveling or going somewhere for a wedding or for an event, or traveling to meet somebody that you are attracted to, or an attractive opportunity. Either way, people are going to be very happy you came. They are celebrating you. So there's a lot good going on. And you guys have actually been experiencing this a lot recently, where you're doing really, really well outwardly, but there's all this trauma or emotional stuff going on underneath. And I think what's happening now is recognizing the positive over the negative, recognizing emotionally how much you appreciate being recognized and being seen and being valued, and maybe taking that shit on the road. It just feels good, especially when you come into contact with whatever this past situation is that's now trying to get you back. This sense of, thank God I'm here and I have this. Surrender to the divine. This says full moon. Our next full moon is on May 5th. Yes, it's a full moon in Scorpio too, which means it's about releasing pain and suffering that we've held on to. It's also about releasing secrets or things that we've tried to hide from other people. And then we say adjustments are required. So there's a bunch of stuff that is drudging up, a bunch of truths that are about to be told. They were hidden. Stuff that was hidden is now being revealed. And so adjustments are going to have to be made once that revelation comes to the surface. Let's dig down into what that revelation is. What is this revelation that's coming to the surface? King of Cups, somebody's feelings for you. This is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or your feelings for somebody else, or just your feelings in general, especially with regards to a new opportunity. Could be business, could be a seed that you just planted, finally understanding what to do with it, how to nurture it. If there's adjustments that have to be made, these adjustments are going to require a great deal of patience and consistency. Four of Pentacles means that you do have everything firmly in hand. You do have the resources to be able to make this a good plant bed. You definitely can do it, but it's almost like by the full moon, there is a sense of being more solid, being more stable, and that the adjustments have to be made then, because you've been gone so long or on the move so long, or things have been tumultuous so long, that the peace is coming. But the peace is going to require adjustments because you've gotten so into this more heightened way of being, this more exciting way of life. So there's an adjustment that has to be required with settling down, maybe even deciding to take an opportunity that keeps you in one place for a while. There does seem to be money that is solidifying at that point. The surrender to the divine is could be that Scorpio. What do you mean by surrender to the divine? What do you mean by this? Is Two of Wands. It means you have to let yourself go. It's been calling to you, so go. I don't know what that means. Please leave your comments below, but it's definitely saying it's been calling to you. You've been thinking about this. Now is definitely the time. Now is definitely the time. Or it could mean that what you've been thinking about has to be put on hold for a little while because you need some downtime, or maybe somebody needs you around them. That's really interesting. Queen of Swords. That would be you, Aquarius. So figuring out the strategy moving forward, figuring out the right course of action objectively without emotion, figuring out how to make everything work for everyone involved. And how is Aquarius going to do this? Let's get some cards, shall we? What is the answer to this conundrum? We have Queen of Wands again. We have confidence and feeling good. Interesting. Queen of Wands, and then another card came out. Let's go to the extended because I want to see how you proceed forward, or if that's even the right course. I will see you guys in the extended. The link is down below in the description box. I pin it to the top of the comment section. I've attached it on one of these two sides right on the video. You can click right on it and get right to it and come on over and join me there. If you're watching this on a television set, Aquarius, none of those links are available to you because it's just not on the YouTube version of TV. So have your phone handy, the mobile version, the desktop version, the laptop version. All traditional versions of YouTube will have all of those links at your fingertips. Click right on them and come on over. I'll see you guys there.